Hello, my friends. Hot Pocket has been demolished, and I am ready to stamp. Oh, brother. I was cleaning out my freezer. I've been cleaning out my freezer. And so anyway, I found a Hot Pocket in there, and I thought, I guess I'll give it a try. So I hope you're all doing really well tonight. Let me, of course, jump on and make sure that I can see your comments. One of the most fun times of the night is reading those comments. It probably actually is the fun time of the night, right? Of course I like making stuff, but I need to see your comments. So let me just run on over there. Oh, there I am. Crooked and everything for you. Hey, I do what I can, people. I do what I can, friends. Okay, let's see here. Maybe that's a little bit better. Okay. So anyway, we're going to work with Tree Angle tonight. I had posted for its viewer's choice tonight, right? And I had let you choose between the Paper Pumpkin October and Tree Angle. And I thought one of them would be a runaway. And actually, it was neck and neck the whole time. And then finally, at 6:15, I believe, so Tree Angle was winning by 1. And then Jill tied it up at 6:15. She said Paper Pumpkin. So the good news is I will do them both. Not tonight, though. But I'll pop on this weekend and do a video just about Paper Pumpkin because I only got it this afternoon. But just as I was just sitting here playing around with it, I made a really quick alternate, and I thought it was adorable. So I have to share. So here's some of this is my happy mail today. This did not get sent to me in the mail, but this is my best friend, okay? Katie. We've been best friends since the 7th grade. And this is her getting her master's degree. And there I am. Well, I don't know if you know that's, I was going to say obviously, and then I realized what I said to her was, damn, we look young. And she said, we were young. And I realized that 2005 was 15 years ago. Crap, what happened? What happened? Time flew. So anyway, here we are. And that's a gorgeous picture of her. God, she's just stunning. And a brain too, right? And then this I got, believe it or not, Jen Houston made this. Yes, she did. She was throwing down the brights, wasn't she? Isn't it so adorable? It's from, oh, I want to call it Bird Ballad, but that's not right. Birds of a Feather. And it looks very Andy Warhol to me, don't you think? It's immediately what I thought when I opened it. And so let me bring this closer. There's a couple things I really think are so smart about this. One thing is she just multicolored these with the blends, and she didn't worry about blending them in. She actually made the points distinct, and I really like that. And the other thing is that the background dye is black, and I love that break in the color. I think it makes them pop even more. So, and then a really thin black matte. I'm always glad to get beautiful mail from Jen. So anyway, this was super cute. Nice note inside. And so I hope she's doing well. And let's see who's with me. Oh my goodness. While I was chattering away, it's all the ladies. Hello, ladies. Maybe men creeping in there. I don't know. Well, I know, Anne, right? Stunners. I've actually gained a few lbs. Thank you for not mentioning it. Brother, man. Between that and actually I showed my friends, Anne being one, last night, there was a picture on the internet, an ad, and it said something about seniors having healthy meal choices at home, you know, and a lady was holding a pre-made meal. I don't know what the brand was. Anyway, she certainly wasn't as old as I was. And I told my friends, crap, This is supposedly a senior. So I am definitely not buying those meals now. They have lost a customer there. It was so insulting. Hello, Roz. The Kathys and Mary. Hi, Mary. How's it going up there in Canada? Yeah, I know it's Canada. I'm just teasing you. And Kathy, and hello, Tony, and hello, Jill. Thank you so much for sharing. Please share this. Share it. I love when you share. And that helps the Stamping Zoo gain worldwide recognition, doesn't it? I didn't say worldwide domination. There's room for everyone. But worldwide recognition is good. And hello, there's my friend from New Zealand, Donna, and Elizabeth. Hi. Hello, Denise. Oh, look, Denise and Denise. They're even hanging out together. They're posting at the same time. That's adorable. Donna. Oh my gosh. And then there's almost two Donnas in a row. Hello, Donna from Pennsylvania. The other Donna is over in Washington. Probably very smoky there. It is red level smoke here. And the dogs and I have been on house arrest because the last time I ventured out was yesterday, not for very long, and then I had to deal with a migraine today. Super fun. Okay, Kathy says she's at her sister's and the internet isn't the greatest. So if you drop off, Kathy, it's okay, I get it. And frankly, if you need to go and actually spend live time with your sister, that's allowed. Hi, Cheryl. How are you doing? Oh, and Natasha and Debbie sneaking in. Oh, Pam, I love the little picture. What? She made this card on one of her lives? Yes, it is so bright for her. Is that Pineapple Punch, Jen? No, I don't think she was that crazy, right? Katie says, hi, Losa. I think that's a typo. That's the one that I was just telling you was super smart. She misspelled my name. That's all right. Oh, there we go. She recovered. You guys, so funny. All right, I'm going to jump on over. I'm going to jump back over here, right? Let's take a look at some of the fun products that I'm going to bring in here. I tried to keep them to a minimum, but it's hard to do with so many things, so many beautiful things. Most of these things are from the mini catalog. Let's start with the DSP. So here's the Snowflake Splendor, and it is. Look at all of that. Basically, it is Highland Heather, and then all of our blues put into a beautiful snowflake storm. The backs, I guess the B sides of these papers, most of them are definitely more like a watercolor wash. So that gives you a great variety. And then we're going to use this like flat out, hello, it's Christmas time, right? In case you were wondering, this is very traditional Christmas. 'Tis the season. It is, I would call this like a designer pack plus because it has lots of different designs. So I believe you get 4 sheets of each. That would be 48 6x6 sheets. It is a great value. And then look at all the beautiful designs. And you can see that a lot of the designs, like the bells, they coordinate with stamp sets that are in the catalog or in the annual catalog that have carried over. So we still have something that's beautiful with bows, and you know that paper would fit right in. The bells, like I said, all these cool plaids and stuff. And we have a candy cane set. We don't have a mistletoe set, I don't think, but we have had before. And we do still have a really great set with deer in it. So anyway, the color palette is really tight on this. It's kind of fun. So it's just the 2 greens, the red, and then black. Is that right? Yes, cherry cobbler. Oh, no, that's not right. I'm missing real red. So you have 2 red choices, 2 green choices, and then black. I knew something was wrong. And you know what? I found that red circle the other day. And I was wondering like, I guess I'll figure out where that goes someday. There you go. Oh, Roz says the owl set has mistletoe. You're right, Roz. That would be super fun to put behind the owl. And there are a couple different mistletoe prints. I like that idea. Oh, I'm having some more of my iced ginger green tea tonight. What's everybody drinking? I don't know. As soon as I said that, I remembered the other night when you guys were like telling me all the alcoholic drinks you were drinking, and I was like, I felt like I was the only one not at the party. Okay, so this is not a bundle, but this is part of a bundle. So we'll talk about that in a minute. First of all, it's a really fun die set. There are 19 layered and others stitched rectangles. Aren't they something? Now this piece cuts out all these little triangles, and it makes beautiful confetti for a shaker card that you could put in a triangle, right? Wouldn't that be cool? These also cut in a straight line, of course. This is random. We're going to use this tonight. And you've got this great little banner. I love this for tons of other stamp sets. And finally, then you've got all these layering triangles, all stitched and all in 3 different sizes. So, or 3 different shapes, I should say. So anyway, we're going to try and do that justice tonight, as well as this really cool stamp set, super fun. And I have used this stamp set only one time with you guys, and I made a birthday card with it. I forgot to grab it. I'm sorry. We may grab it if we have time. Oh, wine, ice water, Bailey's. Marion wants some Bailey's. Oh, ice water with homegrown key lime. That is so fun. Thank you for sharing, Cindy, and hello. I hope you're doing well. Hey, I want to let you guys know, if you ordered the Charmed card kit, those are going out in the mail tomorrow. They are out on the step waiting for the mailman. I had to wait for the Charms. They were a little slower than normal on those. And it's the Charmed card kit, right? So anyway, they got here today. They're beautiful. And I put them in their little packets. Everything looks great. So I'm really excited for you to get that. And we will talk about the Charmed card kit a little later on. Right now, though, let's do something that I do for a lot of my stamp sets. I just thought I'd take the opportunity to actually do this with you real time. Mostly because I didn't have time to do it ahead of time. So I'm using it as a teaching opportunity, right? But this is something I like to have in my stamp sets, and that is just a template of all of the images stamped simply. It's very similar to these tools where you have a really quick snapshot of all of the papers, and it helps you decide things. You know, you have all of the papers in front of you without grabbing all of the 12 by 12 papers and such. So this is the same kind of thing I like to do. I find that even though you look at stamps like this and you know what they're going to look like, they just look different when you stamp them, right? You've got to be able to see how they look on paper. Helps you make a decision. That, I think, is also what happens to us when we see a stamp set in the catalog. We think it looks okay. We don't dislike it, but we don't order it, right? And then somebody uses it. And all of a sudden, that's the stamp set we are obsessed with. We must have it. We stay up late thinking about it, and finally we order it. So anyway, I like to do this for myself. Then when I'm thinking of which card to make, I have a really quick sample. This is a great stamp set full of both images and sentiments. It's what we love. It's just kind of one of those go-to workhorse sets. When are triangles ever going to be out of style? Never. So if you're wondering whether you should get this die set or not. I think you should. This is where, so this is the mini catalog. If you don't have one and you live in the United States, please let me know immediately. I will get one in the mail to you. So this is, they have some great, what they've done here is the step it up technique. So they have like a very simple card, very straightforward card. Then they've added a little bit of layering and stuff. And then finally they've added even more with some dry embossing and some ribbon. So always keep that in mind. And as well as these red and green foil sheets, we're going to use some of these tonight. This is just a really small picture, and it's one of those things that I think kind of gets lost. So that is where the stamp set is. And now the dies are in the back here, page 179 of your annual catalog. Stitched triangles. It's $35 for the 19 dies. And, you know, obviously, like I said, and like you know, triangles are not going to go out of style all of a sudden, right? The triangles are kind of going to be your basic. It's like any other of the layering dies. They're going to be great. And then in the annual catalog, those dies are bundled with this stamp set that's called the Right Triangle. I didn't get this one. However, I know that Michelle Wells from Tasmania, she got it and she did some great videos with it, some lives, I think. So you can look for those if you want to see what she did with it. It was really fun. She did some embossing. So anyway, you can bundle those together and get them for $46.75. When you bundle things together that are available as a bundle, you save 10%. So just throwing that out there. If you would like to order anything, you're in the United States, I would love to be your demonstrator. I'm not even going to act coy and cool about it. I would love it. Love it, y'all. Okay, let's do some fun. Let's do Old Olive and Cherry Cobbler. So like I said, when I'm making these sample sheets, I do keep them pretty simple. I usually will put them into a color that you might be using. So, you know, this is a seasonal set, right? So I want to see how they're going to look in red and green. And the other thing is, these are all mostly, except for this one, stamps that haven't been used before, and they're photopolymer. So here's my easy fix to get a little processing residue off of them, and that is to just give them a quick scrub on your chamois. Hello, Suzanne. It's so nice to see you popping in. And hi, Lori. Lori Fox Mancino. Reporting in from Ohio. Hello, Lori. Lori, I think you voted for Paper Pumpkin, and what you may have missed the very beginning, but I just want to let you know, I will do a pumpkin video really soon. I'll probably do it on Saturday. And I think you said you were going to get yours tomorrow. So maybe we can craft together. That would be really fun. Okay, this one is Christmas is best when we're together. Boy, that's going to be a very true statement this Christmas, isn't it? Whether you're with your loved ones or not, you're going to want to say that on a card. I hope at least, Christmas is very lovely for people this year. I really do. Happy wishes to you and yours. And when you're making these, whoops, now see I didn't get that quite even in the middle. That's okay. It's not going to kill us, because this is just like a general template. I swear it helps you when you are trying to make cards and you don't know where to start. I swear it helps. Trust me on this. Do it. Also, it's kind of fun when you open the stamp set and you're like, oh yeah, I have all these in here already. I know what they look like. Wow, that's a pretty one. I like that. Okay. There's quite a few stamps in this set. Let's see here. There are 15. This is good value. If I was somebody who didn't have a lot of Christmas stamps, I'd be all over this because you get your sentiments and your designs. And like I told you, I made a birthday card out of these triangles. So you can use them for lots of different ideas. Let's see here. From all of us, oh, again. I got that wonky stamping with the cherry cobbler. It's a little weird. I was looking at, you know, I always like to put the French words on the inside, so then I feel like I'm learning. Did you know that the basic gray, unless I'm totally off on my French, which I guess is possible, basic gray in French is called gray mouse. Now, I should have looked this up before I telling you this. I swear the word souris, I don't know, is Martine on here. Does this mean gray mouse? Anyway, I thought that was kind of funny. You know, things don't translate exactly, but I guess it would be a gray mouse. Just a little odd. Okay. That's a pretty random comment, I realize. But see, these are the things you learn when you look at the second language labels. And those labels are on the bottom of every new stamp pad that you buy. And one of them goes, of course, on the outside. I use the English for the outside. And then there's a blank one. Right here, there's one with no words on it. That is meant to go inside. But like I said, I just use the French one because there's French, German, and Japanese. Isn't that fun? It's a learning company as well as a stamping company. Okay, look at all the words we have. This is pretty fun. It's looking a little sloppy, isn't it, Lisa? There's greetings, loving it. All right, let's see if I can do better with the cherry cobbler. I want to give it a fair shake. Pretty good. Still coming off a little weird. You know, maybe it's just that the stamps aren't fully seasoned yet. Okay, I think that's all of our sentiments. My goodness, that's a lot of sentiments. Okay, I don't think I missed any of them. All right, now these are ones that you can put into a plain triangle, so they don't have an outline, but they make a really cool design inside. Look at that. Love it. Do we have any more of those? Yeah, we do. We have a poinsettia or poinsettia if you're fancy. And that's what our catalog calls the poinsettia place. So I guess we're fancy. I think I told you guys this before, that it was just kind of a work friend, but one of my work friends, she made a cocktail for a work party, and she called it, like, it was poinsettia something, and she was calling it poinsettia. And then this other lady, who was kind of one of her frenemies, okay, I said frenemy, she said, I thought it was poinsettia. So of course, we relive that a million different times over. And FYI, my friend who made the drink looked it up, and both are correct. So you go ahead and go on with your bad self. If you're a poinsettia, that's okay. But don't make fun of the poinsettia girls. Oh, work parties. Aren't they joyous? Gosh, I might be sad if I get to miss mine for COVID. Did I say get to miss mine? Yeah, I think I did. Oh my goodness, you guys. I didn't realize how many cool stamps were in here when I decided to do this with you. I'm sorry. We're going to get it done, though. There's a cool, really cool little tree stump, because you don't want your You don't want your little trees to just be floating in space, right? So let's get this down and see what it looks like. Oh, cute. And that, okay, that's what that star looks like. Look at it. So it's got a border on part of it, but not all of it. That was not me. That was the stamp. So much detail in these. Wow. Yes, it's pretty gross here outside, I'll be honest with you. There's no real way to put it. And the exciting news, though, here's the exciting news for us. We are supposedly going to have some wind and rain on Saturday that will blow the smoke out. And then, here's the exciting part, it's going to bring us some fresh smoke. I know, I'm not sure if I'll be able to tell the difference, quite honestly, but I'm just a little excited to know that at least something's going to change. And of course, all kidding aside, my heart goes out to the people who are actually living with the fire that goes with the smoke, in all honesty. That's just not even fair. So we will carry on, because I can stamp just fine. Oh, that's fun, isn't it? Almost looks like a cross stitch. That is very cool. Let's see. My goodness, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the triangle stamps themselves. This is another really busy pattern. I like it though. Fun. All right. Oh, and this one's all stars. That's fun. This could be used so easily for a patriotic card. I almost said 4th of July, but we're not all in the U.S., are we? But I know you all have your own patriotic days. I think we got them all. No, we did not. I forgot this one. I'm gonna have to put it on the back. That's allowed. This one is cool, just full of marquee diamonds, right? Whatever you want to call it. Argyle. Isn't it fun how it's like stitched? Look at all those. Wow. Even the ones I didn't stamp very well still look fantastic. So like I said, a great stamp set. Lots of value in this stamp set. I will definitely want to use this for a couple of years at least, right? Okay, let's take a break from the stamp set and we are going to talk about the dies right now. I have pre-cut some supplies for a couple of cards and we will do some stamping on them as well. Actually, let's take a break and hear from our sponsors for a minute. Our sponsors are going to tell us all about. Now this is a quick word from our sponsors, but it's still fun. As you know, I have Charmed card kits. These come out every month, and they are full of free product, current product. It's all centered around a bundle or a stamp set and a dies or punch every single month. You get supplies to make 8 cards, 4 different designs, 2 of each. You also have access to an exclusive Facebook group. You get the tutorial sent to you by email. I take beautiful pictures, so it's beautiful color, bright, clear instructions. I try to give you just a total crafting experience, but still be at home, right? And be safe. And so I've been adding pieces to it all the time. And by the way, it is called a Charmed card kit because every month you receive an exclusive silver toned laser cut charm. And the first month you get a necklace to go with it. So I think they're really fun. I choose the sentiments or sayings that are put on them. I focus on them being fun, positive, inspirational, and just positive sentiments. So anyway, I just want you to know that they are $35 for the whole kit and caboodle, right? You also can order the bundle from me during this certain month for an extra 10% off if you're buying the kit at the same time. And so now what I'm adding as an additional layer is if you want to just buy the online only option, it's only $15. And you can buy that regardless of where you live. So that gives you don't get the supplies, and you don't get, you don't get the consumables, you don't get the stamp sets or the dies, but you get access to the Facebook tutorials and the Facebook group that has lots of examples in it, extra examples, and then you get the, you can have the tutorial emailed to you. So please let me know if you would like that. It is available for the Whale Done, right? It is available for Love of Leaves. That is this month's kit. And then it's even available for the first kit I had, which was the Celebrate Sunflowers. So again, just please let me know if you would like that option. Right now I don't have a PayPal button for that. That is just, you just let me know through an invoice and I will send it to you. Okay, so anyway, thank you so much, and I am loving, first of all, I thank you so much for the response to those kits. Yeah, I just really appreciate the business and the opportunity to do that. And I am just really loving designing them and just having fun. So I appreciate it all around. All right, so back to business with Triangle tonight, right? So what I did on this is going to be the front. This is Purple Posy. Okay, remember I said that this paper is Highland Heather and then everything blue. Well, Purple Posy plays with all that great, no problems. So I took this white, Whisper White cardstock, and I ran it through the embossing folder with the brick and mortar, okay? And then I took that little random die and I just cut out the corner because I wanted to. So that's what it does. It gives you just the inside cuts. It doesn't cut out a shape. Now I thought we would play with these triangles. This is perfectly fine as a tree, right? But we can make it a little more fun by stacking things. And let's see here. I think we'll use some of this ribbon too. This ribbon is from the Jar of Flowers. It came as a combination ribbon pack. I love it. So it's just like a nice wide cotton, white cotton ribbon. And then I cut out two of those banner pieces. One's in Gorgeous Grape. One's in Balmy Blue. See how those would go so fun with really any type of theme or stamp set. Any of your birthday cards, pull this out and add a couple of banners to it and woo, it's a party, right? Okay, let's just play with this for a minute and see what we think. See what we like. Now I know I want to lay this down flat, so I'm just gonna go ahead and adhere that right now. We don't need Seal Plus. We just need Seal. I like them both. In case you're wondering, they were new adhesives to our annual catalog in June, and I couldn't be happier with them. I think this is like a little stronger than Snail, right? And then Seal Plus is really very similar in strength to Tear and Tape, but much easier to adhere. So anyway, please give them a try. And they come in, the first time you buy them, you'll want to buy them with the container, with the, I don't know what to call it, with this plastic case. And then after that, you can just buy the refills, which are just the little colored pieces inside, okay? If you need help with that, just let me know. I'll steer you the right way. Okay, now remember when I said we don't want this to just be floating in air. That's why we need that little, tree stump. And you can just cut one too. It's just a rectangle, right? And you could even use like another tiny triangle, one of the smaller triangles, But let's try the tree stump. Let's see what we think. I am just going to kind of test it out. I don't know what color it should be. I think maybe it should be Gorgeous Grape. What do you think? Because like that makes total sense, doesn't it? Yes. Did anyone else freeze up? Ooh, I hope not. Somebody was rude. Oh, yeah, Marion, my poinsettia thing. That's why I called that lady a frenemy. Because, yeah. Oh, brother. And even if it was wrong, really, like, would you say that? Just drink the drink and enjoy it. Oh, I think that looks super cute. I'm in love with it. Okay, so that's our plan for grounding this thing, literally. And now we need to decide. I really was thinking like we would have that come across the front of this little design. And then it'll be semi-straight. You get my point. And then I want to kind of balance out this design by putting the banners over on the left. What do you think about that? I need to see some reaction. Is this thing on? Are you guys awake? I need to see if you like this, or if you hate it, you can just give me the sad face. You don't need to get crazy and give me the angry face. I saw one little heart coming by. That works. Balmy blue trunk. I like that. I can go for that. Let me grab that. Amy's very good at this. Very good at helping me. I'm glad you're here, Amy. Balmy blue. Here we go. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. I think I like this setup. And then we'll probably have a sentiment coming in somewhere on a little scrap of white. Now this is kind of a funky little tree, isn't it? A little top heavy. That's kind of why I liked it. What I thought I'd do first is, because I want to use this ribbon in the middle, the other option, which I didn't do, just I don't have time, is to make these a little bit thicker by cutting out the same triangles with Whisper White and then gluing them together. There we go. Oh, and garland on the tree. Exactly, Piggy. Oh my gosh. I'm in love with that idea right away. I mean, you know, look at it. It's so cute. Okay, so I'm going to put this one up on dimensionals. Right, and I want to show you what I'm using for dimensionals right now. It's on the floor. Don't mind me. It's on the floor. I'm surprised the dogs didn't snag it yet. So this is the last of one of my adhesive sheets. And remember when I made all the Kathy cards a couple of weeks ago? Well, this is where I cut all the Kathy cards out from. But I still have the sheet, some of the sheet that's left. And so I've just been using it because it's just like the dimensionals. The only thing is, since I adhered Whisper White to one side of it, you have to use glue. But otherwise, it's fine. And it's really handy, and you can cut it into just the right shape that you want. This one's going to be a little bit of a weird shape because I want this up here, right? But then I don't necessarily want it on the sides because it'll stick to the card base. All right, so let's see if this works. You think I've done this before? No, I'm just trying it out. It's the first time. Okay. Has everyone been working on Christmas cards yet? Am I the only one that hasn't really started that? I'm loving fall. Our fall supplies are so adorable that I've just been loving fall. Of course, I'm working with the Love of Leaves, right? So that's how this looks on the back side. So I've been working with Love of Leaves a lot. And when I finish this card, I will show you. I made about 35 cards of the same design and used a ton of our beautiful plaid paper. So I will show that to you. Let's see, I want the bow on the right-hand side. This might be a little big. We're gonna check it out and see how it looks proportion-wise. Now you could just tie, maybe instead of like a big blousey bow, it could have a little knot, but I'm gonna go with the bow for right now. We can change our mind later, cut it off if we don't like it, but let's give it a try. See, now this is where I would think that maybe having this on Whisper White cardstock would be kind of smart, because I don't want to rip the DSP. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful bow. I'm so glad I'm tying that in front of you. I think I'm ready to just cut this and make the commitment. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, use foil paper for the garland. Great idea. Use banners for garland. Yes, you've sold me on that. You should be packing to move. Oh, Amy, you're moving? Are you moving in? Are you staying in your town, in your city that you're in right now? I hope this is a good thing. You never know. You and Jen, you got the moving bug, huh? All right. Let's see if I can get this just right. You know what? If I can't, I'll just tie. That's what I'm going to do. Just tie the bow off to the side, right? And then put ribbon around the base of the tree. There we go. That was getting too fussy. It's a cute little bow. It almost looks like starched, you know? It's just got that great clean sheet look to it. Okay. I'll leave the tails long for right now. And what I'm thinking of, yeah, is putting that under there. I'm going to put it on there with a little bit of seal, I believe. Ooh, the seal doesn't really want to run on the tape. That's okay. I'll just put a little bit of tape on the back here. This ribbon is not so heavy that it needs a bunch of reinforcement on the front. No big deal. I kind of like tucking it up underneath there so you don't see the whole, it's a little wide. So I kind of like doing that. Oh, so cute. Look at this cute purple tree. That wasn't a very smart way to cut my ribbon. I realize that. But when I make more trees like this, then I'll use these pieces for that. Sometimes you just have to figure it out the first time. Sometimes you just do it a little wonky the first time. Now, I'm not going to leave this that long, but well, I don't think so. I need our little, I need a scrap of white for our tree trunk. Or maybe I should stamp it. I should stamp it on Balmy Glue and then cut it out. Here it is. So small, I almost lost it. That's one of these stamps, right? If you don't watch it, it'll end up in the trash. What was I looking for the other night? I swear. Oh, I remember. So you know that I juggle between the Gemini Junior and the Wonder Woman. But now I've been using Wonder Woman the whole time. Since I got the new Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, I've used it. I haven't used the Gemini Junior. I don't know. It's just so easy. So anyway, I'm going to leave this a little longer on the top because you're not going to see it. And it'll make it easier to adhere it up under the tree, okay? But anyway, I had left one of my dies, one of my Stitched So Sweetly label dies, in the plates of the Gemini Junior and put them away in a drawer. And do you think I looked there first? No. I looked there last. In fact, I just happened to stumble on it. So, anyway, I found it though. I was happy because it was a really nice stitched So Sweetly die. I'm going to leave that. Now, what's going on? Okay, Amy is telling us. Oh, you bought a house. Yay! That is super exciting. I love that. You need a house. And I hope it has a big, huge craft room in it. Amy, things are looking up for you. Well, that is very cool. Congratulations. Nice. Are you in Manitoba? You guys, I saw something when I was... I saw something on the side of a U-Haul today. Okay, you know how like they have advertisements for all different places in the world on a U-Haul? Well, they had something about Manitoba. But the guy who was driving the U-Haul was like really going. And so I couldn't get up there to see it. But it had snakes on it. What is that about? I thought, that's not a very good ad. Unless they're like special or something. I don't know. But even in that case, like, why do you want that? Okay, I'm going to take the tree trunk. I'm having a very hard time with it. I need my take your pick tool, but I've done something weird with that. Before I put this on the card, I'm going to go ahead and center this. I almost want to look at it. Just like this little guy. Because we already know we love it. Oh, it's so cute. It's so fun with just these really clean shapes of the triangles and then the rectangle. Just adorable. A little more glue for that. Ooh, that might be a whole lot of glue. And then I really don't want to center this. I think I want to put it over on the side and then we'll have our sentiment coming off. You guys were talking about having me use the banners as the garland. We need to check that out. Look at this thing. It's kind of cute, right? Just go with it. It's cute. Okay. I'm liking that. Probably cut that bow down a little bit, but not too much. Donna says, you're so tired of moving. You still are not settled in the apartment. Oh, well, you're not planning on moving anytime soon, are you, Donna? You're kind of like in the place you are going to be. I, knock on wood, have not moved for 22 years, and I don't intend on moving for at least 22 more. With any luck, I'll die here. I know that sounds really creepy. Okay, I think for this card, I want to use this back behind the trees to make sure that we notice the cool dimension. That's fun. We'll leave that there for a minute and then we'll decide. I realize this one kind of goes. I don't want them to be equal. You know what I mean? That's kind of fun. All right, let's get some glue dots. We have all sorts of cool adhesives. They all serve a different purpose. So there's one page in the annual catalog that's all about adhesives. And actually, our CEO came on earlier this week, I believe it was earlier this week, and had a video about the adhesives. If you would like to watch that, just look on this business page where you are right now, because I shared it. I shared it. It looked like such good information, and it was. Now, one more thing I need to look for here, and that is I know we're going to want some decorations, but we might want these snowflakes, because I don't think we want to use, the balmy blue is beautiful, of course, but they're too big for this particular thing. And all the trimmings is the wrong color. Don't forget we have those beautiful, these are in the annual catalog. Aren't they great? With all of our cool foils. Now, I love that. The iridescent snowflakes. When you buy these, uh-oh, something just fell down. When you buy the package of adhesive backed snowflakes, you get one sheet of the iridescent. I guess this one's the iridescent. And you get 1 sheet of the white. I mean, they both have a shimmer to them. But anyway, they're excellent. And you can, since they're adhesive already, you can add like 10 to a card super quick. So feel free. Let's see. All right, we will do that last though. Let me see if anybody's given me any tips, tricks. Oh, Elizabeth got the new Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and your new best friend. Yes, he's still strong and sharp. Mine's a girl. Mine is a girl, but she is awesome. She's so fast. And I just got the magnetic cutting plate, which is excellent. I don't think we have time to use all that tonight, but trust me, it's excellent. And it just, it glides through the machine. You know, before in the Big Shot, you always had a bit of a speed bump effect. There is no speed bump effect with this. Even when you have a lot of surface area to cover, no speed bump effect. It's really quite interesting. And it's just a solid, smooth machine. Yeah, okay, these are so adorable. And again, I don't, well, let's see. Maybe I'll do it like this. Okay. I'm always a little puzzled as to how to hang these things, right? But that works. It really just gives it the feel of coming up off of that wall with our tree, right? Cute. Okay, let's take a look at the sentiments. What would we like to choose? Christmas is best when we're together. Joy and cheer is kind of large. Greetings. Is that all it says is greetings? Yep, it does. You could put it together with the other ones, but that's nice. And I'm going to do Christmas is best when we're together. You're calling your machine the Big Boss. Nice. Tony would like the mini machine, so she's waiting for that. And I'm waiting for that too, I'll be honest. I'm waiting for that mini machine also. Do we want our sentiment on blue? Balmy blue? Yeah, I like it. It's not, I mean, that wall is white, so it's not going to look very good if we just stamp it on white. Let me get a little scrap here. You could also use the stitched rectangles, and that would totally be in line with the stitching on your triangles, wouldn't it? But for right now, I just want to see. Let's see. The other thing you can do when you have these templates is you can kind of use them on your paper trimmer to measure how much you need. This looks like we need a little less than 3/4 of an inch. Okay. Leslie, I was going to ask you something and I'm totally drawing a blank now. I wish I could remember what I wanted to ask you. It'll come to me, but I'm sorry to say it'll probably come to me when I'm sleeping tonight. So if you get a text from me in the middle of the day, that's what's happened. I wish I knew. Peggy says, I thought you would put garland on the tree. I know, I was going to, but I'm going to save that for probably the next card. Yes, wait until you see the next card. It's so fun. I realize we're wrapping this one up right now. We just need the sentiment, and then our beautiful little snowflakes, and then it's good to go. It always takes a little longer to do the first one, right? Because you're doing kind of you're getting the base set, you're talking about the supplies, and then the second one, if you're using the same supplies, kind of flies. You've got the Spellbinders, which is the same type. You're not going to order it because of the Stampin' Up! Name. I had wondered if it was similar to another machine that was out there. I only had the Big Shot, and then I have my electric die cutter. And really, the electric die cutter is nice to have because of just the quantity of die cutting that I do, right? It's not necessarily because I think it's better, but darn, my fingers need a rest sometimes. Okay, you know how I am. I like to do a little, ooh, I'm liking it. Now, we could have also stamped a star. You can't cut that out, but you could have stamped a star on the background. This is just going to have one of these little snowflakes on the top. What do I want to put this on? I need a little bit more of my dimensional business here, right? I've almost used this up. Don't worry, I have more. And I just want to make sure that half of it is going to be on dimensionals, but half of it is not, because it's going to be propped up over on the tree, right? So let's make sure I get that right. Oh, I got this tiny piece right there. Okay. And then just a little glue dot or a little bit of this liquid glue, and you're good to go. You don't want to cover the corner because I guess that just makes it look really tree-like, doesn't it? Okay, so to finish up here, now these just peel right off. If you take your pick tool, and if you don't have one, just get one. Don't torture yourself. It's only $10, US anyway. And then look, these things just slide off of there. When you're making multiples, this is the kind of embellishment you want, because they look beautiful, they catch the light, and they're so pretty, and they're on there nice and tight, but they just literally slip off of the paper. And one right on the top. That's lovely. I love that card. Christmas is best when we're together. And I will just put a white insert and probably a little, you know, little stamping or whatever. Martine, I have a question for you, Martine. I want to know. I hate to put you on the spot, but gris, souris. Is that word mouse? Is that the word for mouse, Martine? Tell me, or tell me if it's the word for basic, because I think it's the word for mouse. Okay, and I'm going to get the supplies out, and Martine is going to tell us what that word is. Well, hi, Carolyn. Nice to see you, my friend. My friend in town that I haven't seen for months, right? We're going to fix that. We're going to fix that. I'm thinking about having a Stamp-A-Palooza day. In fact, I would really like, I'm planning on having it unless no one wants to join. But for you that are local, please get a hold of me if you are interested. I have 3 different, well, 2 different weekends kind of as possible weekends. And I will hold it somewhere in town where we can have lots of space. And you'll have your own table for, which is nice for doing all of your crafting, as well as because of COVID, right? And anyway, we'll be making lots of cards that day, and we will be having fun and having prizes and all sorts of stuff. So please get a hold of me if you are interested in that. I would love to chat with you about it. Okay. Now look, I cut out these 4 triangles in the red and green foil that I showed you in the catalog, right? These 2 I left plain. These 2 I ran through, it's not Christmas at all. It's the It's from the Ornamental Garden. Yeah, okay, Martine. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. I think I know a little bit of French, right? If I know mouse. Okay, anyway. I have cut these out and then ran them through the embossing with the embossing folder that's in Ornamental Garden. Correct me if that's not the name of it. I've played with it so long ago that I'm having a hard time remembering. Now my thought was you would put like one embossed tree and one non-embossed tree together. This is what it looks like though, just with the foil. It's really quite beautiful. You could also do, the shapes are a little weird. I was thinking of doing like the same color, but one embossed. The shape's a little weird. And if we decide, in fact, now as I'm looking at it, I'm almost deciding like to just do an all green card and, or an all red. Whoa, that jumps off the paper, doesn't it? That's pretty fun. That is kind of fun. Maybe give me your thoughts on that. And here's what I want to show you. I want to show you some of the cards that I made with the love of leaves. Now be thinking about this, all right, but I'm going to take it away for a minute. So these are some of the cards that I made with the love of leaves and the perfectly plaid. But this is me doing me. For years and years, I always made my cards in masses like this. So I made 35 of these cards because this particular design was the thank you card that everyone's getting in their Charmed kit. So I'm sorry if you wanted to be surprised, but don't worry because everybody's getting a different plaid, right? Now that one's missing a rhinestone. That's easily fixed. I'm sure it's on the back of another card, but look at these stunning plaids, you guys. I mean, they're outrageously beautiful. And then I just put a white insert on the inside of them. The design couldn't be more simple. So it's just a stitched rectangle and the stitched leaf. This one is the horse chestnut because I love it. And you can run the die cutter, or you can run those two dies through the die cutter at the same time. So this leaf fits inside there really nicely. I made it random. I made them tilted to the left or the right because I didn't want to bother with it if it wasn't straight up and down, right? And also I think it's more interesting. So there's no wrong cut. Every time I was cutting the paper, they're different. And that's okay. That's what I wanted. Oh, look at this one. Look at this plaid. Isn't it cool? I really think my favorite are the ones that are on Pretty Peacock though. And then all I did was I used rhinestones for all of them. Mostly I used holiday rhinestones, real red rhinestones, and this is cherry cobbler paper, but the real red rhinestones play off of that just fine. And then here are some that I was coveting. They're retired now, but these were from the Noble Peacock. We had a set of Noble Peacock, and they were just like jewel-toned colors. So anyway, I had some of those I was holding on to and decided to use those. Let's see. Oh, and just plain, right? So I didn't have anything that was like rich raspberry, and you could have colored, or I could have colored these with blends, but I think it's great to just have some that are just plain. So anyway, yes, great and easy design, and I'm sure a lot of people have made cards that look like this, but it's a great way to use the plaid. And then I still have like all these 2-inch strips of the plaid because the mats were 4-inch cuts. So anyway, just an idea. I know, I love plaid too, Carolyn. It's so good. All right, so confirmed by a French speaker, it's Gray Mouse. I'm sure, Martine, when you see this, sometimes you're like, this is the weirdest name for this color, right? I know that things that are translated from French into English sometimes are a little odd to my eye. So It's just the funny things about language, right? Okay, while I'm in here, I'm just gonna, now, okay, Martine says she loves the red one. I love it. There's a Kathy. Did a Kathy leave us? Kathy Sanford. That's okay. 3 days of camping just tuckered you out. I'm sure. Oh my gosh. I'm sure that made you a little happy but tired, right? Very nice. You are dismissed. Totally fine. Okay. Martine likes the red, and since she was helping us with a little lesson, we're going to go with what Martine likes. We will use these another day. Don't worry. And I'm actually going to get Wonder Woman out after all and cut out another triangle, because too short and stubby, they don't really make a very good tree, do they? Too short and stubby ones. Okay. Wonder Woman. I told you guys I used to run around in grade school at recess and pretend I was Wonder Woman. Yes, I'm sure I told you that. And I was just as chunky as I was now. And I think about that. I sure felt like Wonder Woman, you know, at 6 years old. And I love that for myself. But I also kind of chuckle thinking about me running around like thinking I was Wonder Woman. But you know what? Good. I'm glad I thought I was Wonder Woman. That's excellent. Okay, for using the cutting plate, you need 1 and 2 and 5. This is the cutting plate, okay? It's fully magnetic. And then on the front, it's where you cut. And you can see that I have done some cutting there, but it's a self-healer. So you'll still kind of see the cuts, but it heals itself. So you can cut on it again and again. And then when you get the actual plate, you get a picture of the sandwich. So we're going to need 1 of the number 3 plates. See the number 3 right there. And so then we know that we're going to be good to go. So let's take our foil and cut out a few more rectangles. It really is quite stunning, isn't it? I mean, it's red and green foil, but it's perfect foil. Our foil papers are so nice. In fact, I hate to even touch them. They're so shiny and beautiful. And I definitely want another tall one. And why don't we use, see, we have so many choices, right? Gosh, even this tiny one, just for fun, I'm going to cut that out so we can see how small this thing is. But let's see here. Oh, come on out now. This is the hard part. So tiny. Since we're running this through anyway, we'll make another little tiny, tiny Christmas tree. Okay, there we go. So I can't really relay to you how smooth this is, but I think if you've used the Big Shot before, you will remember that it was kind of made a clunka clunka sound. I believe that was exactly what it made. Clunka clunka, right? That's it. That's the sound. And that's how smooth it is on your hand. I just love that. Oh, yes. We'll see you later, Natasha. Oh, Martine says the names on the colors in French on those ink pads are all really weird. I love it. Because you know what? Sometimes I've read other ones and I've thought, what is that? And now I know that I shouldn't, it's not like a full interpretation. When I find some other funny ones, I'm going to ask you about them, Martine. I'm sure. You just laugh. Well, crazy American. They don't know what they're saying. And sometimes that's true. Now look at those. They are so clean and crisp. And look, you get like a line and then the stitching. They're beautiful. So while you can cut out a triangle, they don't look like this. You can do it if you want to, but they're not going to look like this. I'm just letting you know. And then our sides fold up, and she runs away. Oh, okay. This is better. This gives us choices now. Let's see. Oh, I like that. Oh la la. And I have some red satin ribbon. I believe it was in the, may have been in the annual catalog. Look at that. It's got stitching on it too, which I love to just like keep that stitching idea going. We could have even cut this out with a stitched rectangle. Just do everything stitched. It'd be crazy stitched. Let's see. I think I'm going to stick with like slightly the same layout. Maybe we won't do the die cutting. We'll just lay the papers down straight and then see what we've got. Just love this. I'm so glad if Roz is there. I'm so glad you pointed out that the owl, I can't remember what it's called now. Have a Hoot. The Have a Hoot stamp set has an owl with mistletoe in it. I'm going to use that. Everything is just so mix and match, isn't it, with Stampin' Up? That's why we love it. Oh, is this the first time you've seen them? You know what? I don't think they're like, they don't sound earth-shattering until you really start to look at them. And then you realize, like, these are really pretty. They're really nice, and you get so many of them. And like I said, they are priced just like the other layering dies are. They're $35, but you get a whole huge set. 19. Let's see here. And like even this tiny one, that's how like detailed it is. It's still just as nice as the other ones. So if you wanted to, you could have this teeny tree. This would be a funny card, wouldn't it? Just put that on there. I would love it. And then like a little star. We're not going to do that, of course. The proportion's totally wrong. It would be weird. But it would be funny. If somebody gave me a card like that, I would hang it proudly. Hang it proudly. Now, you know what? That is stunning in itself, right? Just the single triangle. And maybe we'll end up doing that. Let's see what we've got here. So your choices are, of course, that, which it might be down a little bit more. So that, very traditional, gorgeous on that mistletoe paper. Or then we've got this guy. And we can, oh, and your other choice is that we can use the white ribbon and bring out the white and the matte, or we can just really bring it on home with the red. So red and white ribbon and embossed or not embossed. Those are your choices. I'm going to shut the blinds. It's so funny how it goes dark. Like, I mean, okay, that sounded stupid. It goes dark so fast. Like, I just looked out there and it was not dark, I swear. But also, time flies when I'm hanging out with you guys. It just does. Like, I could easily go on until 9:30. It's hard for me to hold it to an hour and a half. And I know some people go a lot shorter, and it's probably a better idea. But I feel like we just get into something, right? Like, you can't rush the exploration of all these great versatile products. Okay, Amy says white ribbon and embossed. And let me see if I have no other comments. Do we like this? Oh, Roz says you've seen so many amazing things done with the triangle dies. I'm excited. Not embossed and with white ribbon. Okay, we have one of each. I'm gonna look for a card really quickly here, and you guys break that tie. Break that tie. Let's see. no matter. I was looking for that birthday card I did with the triangles, but maybe I sent it out already. Okay. Oh, sorry, Leslie. I didn't realize you were having bad and bad. Yes, it is probably 9:30 where you are, Peggy, and it's even 10:30 where some of you are, so I get it. White ribbon with embossed. I know, Elizabeth, you cannot rush greatness. I'm still cooking. Okay, we're gonna do white ribbon and with embossed, all red, definitely. That's a very nice idea. Now we also have some sheer red, real red ribbon. I believe, well, I don't remember what suite it's in, but it's in the holiday catalog. I know that. So you have a couple of choices of beautiful real red ribbon. Oops. Okay. So we're going to get our bow ready. Now remember, this ribbon you find also in the holiday catalog, but it's with jar of flowers. Oh, no, I misspoke. It's in the annual, that's in the annual catalog. Boy, time has flown. Seems like I was just working with jar of flowers, but it was the first set. So this is the ribbon combo. Oh, it's 3 ribbons too, you guys. I'm sorry. You get this white ribbon, this Just Jade gingham ribbon, and then this Misty Moonlight and silver and white cord trim. And I believe you get like 5, 5, and 10 yards. Quite a bit of ribbon. Very cool. And it is $10. So I like it. I like it a lot. In fact, I think I may have used up all of the other 2 combinations. So there you go. Yeah, that Just Jade gingham ribbon is so beautiful. I was watching Matosu, Jay and Barry last week. You know them. They're excellent crafts people. Gosh, they just make so many things that I think are so beautiful. Anyway, so they were saying, Just Jade. So now, of course, I say that too. So I have to be like them. I mean, in a tiny way. Now, where is that ribbon that I was cutting up before? Here we go. That's perfect. I don't want to waste it because it's so cute. And we need, again, we need our tree trunk. I might do the tree trunk in Mossy Meadow. What do you think? I think it's good with this. Let's try it out. Oh, look at all that fun die cutting that went on there. Looks like I had some poppies and words. And that cool mountain set. Okay. Little tree trunk. Got him. I'm going to grab the Mossy Meadow. It's a beautiful, like, dark green color. Denise, you're such a sport. Denise, you and Roz are both in the Eastern time zone, and you're both what I would call night owls. So you, if you guys are ever just like, you know, out here and nobody else is out, you should try and connect. Now this one's called Voyage Sauvage. And I certainly don't think that's Mossy Meadow. I think it's Savage. Voyage. I don't know what Voyage is. I'm not even going to say. It'll be something weird. Like, I'll think it's, you know, something weird. It's like paper. But you just need to remember it's Mossy Meadow. Unless you're talking to Martine. But Martine speaks 2 languages at least, so she's ahead of me. Okay, so again, I'm not even like fussy cutting this thing. I'm just really, like, I'm leaving a border on it so you can see the paper too. And giving it a little extra room. All right, let's see if I can do this in better order this time so I don't end up with glue all over my hands. Just for kicks. All right, now I turn this over so that I can see that I'm in the middle, right? And, okay, super cute. And let's see. Oh, and you get up crazy early too? That's not a good mix. You should at least do like one or the other, not both. But I know you're raising up kids on the weekdays, so they probably show up bright and early and ready to like go 40 miles an hour. Okay. Again, a weird looking hair. You can actually just leave it like that. I'll just leave it. It's fine. It's gonna go flat down on the paper. You're not gonna see it. Little liquid glue. Roz, you say you love Jamberry. They are so funny. They are funny, and those cats are so funny. So for those of you who don't know, it's Mitosou, M-I-T-O-S-O-U. Anyway, they're in the UK, and they're super fun and crazy talented. They just did a couple of cards with Arrange a Wreath, and that's the set that I can't live without now. The set that I was like, it's fine. Now I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to be like Barry and Jay. So it's beautiful. They just did some really great ones. And another UK designer that I'm in love with is, well, you know what I mean, Martin Stone. He is an artisan for the company. And so, not surprisingly, everything he makes, I'm in love with. Both great. Those guys are really all great paper crafters. I'm going to leave a little more white on this one. I don't know why, but I feel like it can take it. Maybe because it's like so much red that I want to have a little bit of a stripe. Okay, now I just brought in the Seal Plus there to hold that down. I was feeling like it was going to let go at any time. And actually, that's what I'm going to use on this right now. So Seal Plus, again, it's much stronger. It's for fabric and 3D materials. This is more for like flat cardstock. This is for things that are embossed and fabric ribbon or embellishments, all sorts of our kooky stuff that we use. I'm just going to put this one in the middle and we'll figure it out. Oh my gosh, is this the right way? Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Every once in a while, I do get those backwards. And that's just too weird. You really can't do anything at that point except for cut the card front off and put it on another one. All right. We need those glue dots. Where did they run off to? Seriously, where did they run off to? Oh, shoot. Here they are. Okay, sorry. That card was hiding them. Oh, brother. Okay, this is a cute little bow. Different shape than the other one though, right? More flat. Okay. This ribbon is pretty easy to manipulate too. It's a cotton ribbon. I think I mentioned that. So it doesn't slide around. It kind of sticks to itself. Really pretty. Okay, let me get the sentiments. We'll decide what we're going to put on here. That Joy and Cheer is awfully cute. Let's see if it would go across here. It's It's a little big too, but why not? Right? Let's put it like here. Now, how do you want me to do it though? Do you want me to just put it on white paper in Mossy Meadow? Let's try that. If we don't like it, we don't have to be married to it. And I don't know if it'll fit on this strip. I feel like it's going to be a little bit too small. We'll try it. We'll give it a try. So fun, you guys. And then it's Friday tomorrow. Isn't that great? I hope you're all going to do some stamping this weekend. I'm actually going to a class on Saturday morning at a greenhouse, and it is for, we're going to put together a fall basket, which I think sounds like a really great idea right now. It is outside in the greenhouse, and we will be socially distanced and wearing masks. And I'm going with 2 friends, and I think that'll be a really great way to just kind of get out and about, but safely. This needs a bigger strip. Okay, what's going on with my Mossy Meadow? It doesn't look very good. I know, you know what? I think it should be heat embossed, but then I looked at the time and I decided that I was going to lose all of you. Maybe I'll do this for now, but then I'll do, you know what? I'm going to do the embossed sentiment off camera. So just know that I will get that together and get pictures taken. But I think it's just a fun little way to make both out of the ordinary Christmas cards, right? And then a Christmas card that you can tell is a Christmas card from a mile away. So please give the triangles a look, or a second look if you haven't looked at them. This is going to be a good little thing to have in your stash, as well as the triangle stamps themselves. Like, isn't that beautiful? You guys, this is where I keep my stamps when I'm working with you, so that I don't lose them. But anyway, you get the point. It's called triangle. And if you need to use this as a little trick, use it. So anyway, I hope you've had a great night tonight. I know I have. So much fun, you guys. So please keep your questions and comments coming. Thank you in advance, like I said, for embracing the charmed card kits. And I hope that you're finding them fun and a value for the money. And just know that wherever you live, you can also get the online only option. Okay? So thank you so much, everyone. Like I said, I'll be with you later this weekend with the paper pumpkin, some alternates, and we will also look at the kit as it is. Okay? I'll see you then. I hope you have a great weekend, and everybody stay safe out there. Okay?